Seriously, if people looked at my search history because of this podcast, I'd be in trouble.
Yeah, it's because of the podcast. Yeah.
What was the weirdest thing?
Welcome to 2 Pints with Will and Ralph. A swift half.
Yes, a little swift half.
Little swift half. We'll get
Just
straight
to wet your whistle.
Yeah, little wet your whistle, little snifter.
Little snifter, a little cheeky one.
Yeah. Okay, so listener question. Here we go. What's a good one?
What we got? We got some questions from the listeners.
Josh Kniesel, 1996. This is quite a surreal one. If a brain fart had a smell, what would it smell like?
What the? Who comes up with that kind of question?
It's quite clever. You have brain farts all the time.
Well, mine wouldn't smell of much.
They fucking would.
Sorry.
Your farts would smell of it. Your brain farts wouldn't even leave a trace.
Brain farts. What would they smell of? Depends what you're thinking about.
In your case, still shite.
Shite, yeah.
Yeah.
All sorts of crap.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just any old nonsense.
Yeah, that's a weird... Move on. If there's another question, give us another one, because that's a weird one. There's no answer to that.
Candy floss.
Why candy floss?
I don't know. I feel like my thoughts are kind of like sweet and...
Bollocks.
What?
I know what... I've seen your search history. Your thoughts aren't sweet.
Which brings me on to this next question.
All right.
Where was it? Dupe photography wants to know, what's the weirdest thing you've ever Googled?
Well, because I do on this show, What Will William Tell, I've Googled all sorts of stuff. Mm-hmm. I mean, we spoke about it on my last one. Mm-hmm. People having sex with cars. Mm-hmm. I mean, seriously, if people looked at my search history because of this podcast, I'd be in trouble.
Yeah, it's because of the podcast. Yeah.
What is the weirdest thing? People who've got two penises. I Googled that the other day. You can get two dicks.
Wait, hold on. We've not talked about that in the show. That wasn't for the podcast.
No, I know.
You just Googled it.
No, my dad had a friend, right?
What? Wait, what?
Yeah, my dad had a friend, right? My dad used to go to a social club, right? And it just reminded me. And we used to play darts and dominoes at this working man's club. And he'd say, that's John, a double knucker. And I was like, we call him double knucker. He said, yeah, because he's got two heads on his dick.
What?
Yeah, apparently, and I Googled it, and it's a thing.
I know we talk about, like, when we've been on screen and, you've got to be full frontal, so we do the helicopter. I mean, imagine him. He can literally do it. I mean, he would be hovering.
But yeah, he's got to, and there's actually a thing where people can have three penises.
I mean, that's just greedy, if anything.
Fucking hell, I ain't got enough hands.
I used to know a guy, and he was seeing a woman who had two vaginas.
Two vaginas?
Maybe we should have introduced her to that guy.
With two dicks.
I feel like they were literally made for each other.
And film it.
No.
Well, listen, could we dive into this? Please tell me, like, one of the vaginas were, like, on a shoulder or something. Wasn't down there. It was like, I've got one here.
What do you think was in the middle of
I've got one on before
in the middle of a forehead?
Could you imagine? Oh, no. Why do you always wear that headscarf? Well, there's something I've got to show you.
No, it's not even that. It's like, what? Do you have headaches? Why are you always rubbing your head?
Oh, yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, that was a real thing. That is mad.
Wow.
Okay, that's the weirdest thing you've Googled.
Yeah, but no, there's obviously a lot because of this show of What Will William Tell. I'm always Googling random facts or weird things that people have done and weird. So my Google search is a bit weird, but not in normal life.
Do you Google yourself much?
No.
I used to.
I have done.
Yeah, I used to. Not a lot by any means, but there was a time when, like, it first started sort of happening and coming about. You'd Google yourself to be like, what people said, I couldn't be less interested now. Never Google myself.
Also, as well, I say this all the time with people who about social media, and they say, oh, you get these comments about me and they're really negative and all that sort of stuff. And I've said it before, you can have 1,000 comments that are all positive, but you always remember the negative one. If you Google yourself, you're going to find some shit that people have said something that's come up a headline that you've missed. Yeah. You don't need to see it.
No.
Because it'll only affect you negatively. Because you won't remember the good stuff. No. There'll be loads of good stuff. There'll be something you find that'll be horrible or lies. And you know what you can do about it. It's out there.
That reminds me.
Oh.
Do you remember Do you remember this only happened to us both recently. We were doing Will and Ralph Should Know Better, our TV show.
Yep.
We were in Glasgow, and we were going to do an appearance in a thing, which I don't think we can talk about.
Oh,
yet
yeah, I know what you mean, yeah.
Right, we were going to do an appearance in a thing. And a few days before we were due to do this appearance, me, you, and the whole crew that were filming,
yes,
we went to a Mexican restaurant.
Remember this?
To grab lunch quickly. So we came in, put cameras down. So there was 3 camera operators, the soundie, the producers,
directors,
whatever.
all that. Yeah.
Directors. And we're all sitting...
Probably about 10 of us.
Yeah, 10 of us. And we're all sitting there and we're all sort of chatting away and trying to sort of figure out what we're doing next and blah, blah, blah. And we ordered, and there was a point where the young lady came over with our meals, and she was like, tacos, and yeah, we were probably a little bit annoying in terms of she was just trying to, but we all were like, so sorry.
Who's got the tacos?
Yeah.
Who's got the thing?
Yeah, and we were like, sorry. What we guys, can you just pay attention? Who's got the right? Yeah. So there was, of course, there was.
And also, there was the people at the end of the table that when we finished said, "Please, can we have some pictures?"
Oh yeah, they were on the works do, and they were like, guys,
and we had about 5 pictures of everyone.
Yeah, all that sort of stuff.
It was all lovely.
Anyway, when you were about or after you did that appearance,
it was at the end, yeah.
At the end of the thing, you'd done that appearance, some lad came up to you at the bar and he said, "I'm surprised you came and did this." And you went, "Why?" He said, "Because my mate worked in that Mexican restaurant a week ago, and she said you were all really horrible.
Really rude, yeah.
Really rude.
Just complete nonsense."
And I was like, and I did... It's just nonsense.
I was fuming.
Yeah,
I was like,
fuming.
"What are you talking about?" They said, "I'm surprised you're here because I heard how rude you was in that restaurant."
Oh, and also, by the way, how do they think life works? You go, somebody thought I was rude in a restaurant, I'd better not do my job in a week's time. That's insane.
No.
But aside from that,
Nobody was rude.
Weird to be accused of being rude. It was so weird.
And complete lies.
And I really wanted to call the place and go, "Can you please tell whoever it was that felt that we're genuinely sorry."
But we wasn't rude.
And we didn't
Why
mean
would we
anything
be
about
rude?
it. But we just weren't.
Sometimes I think
It was so weird.
there's no story if they just say, "Oh, they were in there, they were nice."
Yeah,
that doesn't land, right? Because and I know that whenever you go anywhere, the one thing I make sure and you make sure is you're
just
not
try
rude.
to be pleasant. You try and be nice
because
as much as you can.
People want you to be rude.
Yeah,
they
so
can't
weird.
wait to go, "Oh, I knew you'd be a dickhead."
Well, it's a better story, isn't it?
Exactly.
Oh, so Will Miller and Ralph Little were in here the other day. What were they like? They were
they're
dickheads.
arrogant pricks.
Yeah, it's not a story if you go, "They were nice, really sound."
But it baffled me, Ed.
It pissed you off. It pissed me. But it did
I
bother
told
me.
him no. I went, "It's absolute bullshit.
Yeah.
No one was rude. We were polite, and also we filled that restaurant in the lunchtime. It was empty. We all came in and we ordered all our food, and we had pictures with everybody who asked for pictures.
Yeah.
We was overly polite on purpose."
I mean, I'm old enough now and experienced enough now to have kind of just let it go. But it is just a weird thing that
I hear
that was
stories about me. People tell me about me that aren't true, and it's happened a lot. You must have had it a lot,
all the time.
I just think that's never happened. It's just a way of somebody embellishing a story, and the negative always is a bigger deal.
Is something I've heard 4 or 5 times in my life, right? My mate. Do you remember my mate so and so? I don't know. Where did I meet? Oh, they said you got a mad night with them and you got fucked up doing loads of cocaine with them in toilets. Now, what's one thing you know about me? What's one thing you know about me?
Wow.
Never touched it. Never tried it. Never done it. Never nothing.
No.
And it's not like, oh, maybe I can't. Look, listen, if any listeners out there have or haven't, that's your business. It's not something I've ever done, and whatever.
It's just lies, though.
And
I've
had 4 or 5 times in my life going, "Oh,
just lies.
I know somebody who did this with you," and I'm going, and it's not. Sometimes you hear stories about yourself, and you go, "Could that have been misconstrued? Is that something that might have happened? Is that?"
Just
And I'm just
nonsense.
like, that is just an outright fucking lie.
But they do
happens all the time.
Shit sells, doesn't it? And bullshit, and you know what I mean. But that's just. But it reminded me of what you just said then. It's amazing the shit you hear about yourself that just isn't true.
Yeah.
And also you think, God, how many people must tell stories that aren't true that you can't change?
Yeah,
and people walk around thinking, "Fucking hell, he's a dickhead." So that's the problem with Googling yourself. That's why I don't.
Exactly.
Because if someone pops up that I can't change, it'll play on my mind.
100%, and it's very difficult to let go. So it's better just not to get involved.
Same with social media, man. Post something, fine, but if you're reading the comments,
don't read the
beware.
comments.
You'll remember all the shit ones.
Yeah.
Ain't good for you.
Crazy.
Anyway, that's enough time for that, I think, pal,
Yeah,
for
I
this
think
week.
so. That'll do us for a little swift half.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for listening, everybody. We've got our episode, What Will William Tell this week, and then we'll have another episode for you next week.
Yeah. Hey, don't forget the tour. It's round the corner.
It's round
November
the corner. It's
Nonsense
so
Tour. Get your tickets.
terrifying. All right, see you next time.
See you then. Ta-da.